We gotta get a little serious this episode, so bear with me.
Go crazy, no crazy, no crazy.
Hello everyone, my name is Shonen and today I want to talk to you about Chainsaw Man Episode 7. But before we get into anything, I'd like to take a moment to thank this week's sponsor, Weed. Try it. I know this is getting old, but I really enjoyed this episode. It starts and ends with a boss battle and gives us a lot of crew bonding in between. Somehow we were able to fit a lore dump and Makima conspiracy into this, so I'm just shocked. I couldn't remember if we were going to get out of Hotel more on this episode or if it was going to be a couple of more because I just couldn't remember if the crew gets split up at all. But seeing them all just take a break while Denji fights the Infinite Devil for 3 days straight is hilarious. Reiner pops in to spit some knowledge via flashback and it made me feel so dumb because I just can't believe I didn't realize that fear making devils stronger means that devil hunters who don't fear them are literally better from a tactical perspective. I thought it was just a psychological thing. It did spark two things in my head though. The first being, well, if the devils are afraid of something, does that make another being, or does that just make devils themselves stronger, or does that make humans stronger? The second thing being that it just feels way more like Jujutsu Kaisen now. Like, not only do we have the devil parts reminding me of Sukuna fingers, this trio reminded me of that trio. It's just, now that I realize that Himeno's a bit of a tomboy, I just can't help but think of Maki. After Reiner's departure, Himeno gives it the old college try at stopping Aki from pursuing guaranteed death in the Gun Devil, but to no avail. And that makes sense because Aki's not some dog, he's a very strong-willed boy. He doesn't even budge when she gets in bed with him, which just adds to the theory that they're sleeping with each other. Speaking of, I kind of found it weird that Himeno was blushing when looking at Denji, but then we get to the end of the episode and it kind of makes sense. Until I remember that Denji's 16. Let's be real, this is weird, but the fact the show has already made it apparent that it's exploring toxic love and just how disgusting it can be makes it kind of whatever to me. It all depends on what the overall message is by the end. I'm just praying for my nigga Denji. However, I'm not praying for Arai. Y'all hate Kobeni so much, but Arai's just as pussy and isn't as funny, so what's the deal? Y'all manga readers know something I don't, or y'all just secretly misogynist? Alright, I'm done playing political. Back to being a degenerate. Power's got all the caucasity to be on this bed with shoes on right now. I love how it took 3 whole days for the Infinity Devil to be like, I'm so sorry, what was I thinking? Please just kill me. After the crew gets out of the hotel, we finally start planting the seeds for the anti-Makima club. Himeno's asking all the right questions here, and though we learn later on that this doubt might stem from jealousy, I'm still all for it. Like I said, aside from thinking she's fake and playing Denji, I don't really know the manga reason for why I'm supposed to hate Makima. I just know that I do, and her dodging the one question that she was asked this episode makes her a little more sus. Something about Power and Kobeni's faces just remind me of Stick Death. Speaking of resemblance, first Reiner, now Jean, and he has a fiend? If she looks like Sasha or Mikasa, I'ma scream. So Denji's reasonable enough to not underage drink. What a lad. I take it back. Have you learned nothing? Makima's on her cuck shit just letting this go down in front of her. Unless public safety is just one big orgy. I mean, they did say Himeno kissed everyone there. This one chick, however, just humble bragging about being alive is wild. Odd flex, but okay. I love how when Power's lying about her IQ, you can see Himeno and Aki knocked out in the background. Bro, the wind started gathering in my jaws when Denji swallowed vomit. This is disgusting and absolutely uncalled. Pochita! After Denji's done yakking, we get a wholesome little group exit scene. It's nice to see the squad gathered outside saying their goodbyes. Fortunately, or unfortunately for Denji, Himeno's not ready to say hers.
Ma, I need an adult.
I am an adult.
Not only is my man too young and too drunk to consent here, for a second it looks like he actually died when Himeno kissed him. R.I.P. Denji. Died a virgin. Or not. To be continued. Quite the note to go out on. For whatever reason, I'm starting to wonder whether or not the Popeye's Biscuit chick cosplays. There's always something about these endings to fawn over, and this week it's the aesthetics and the subtitles that match them. Very nice touch, Crunchyroll. This one really nails the late 90s, early 2000s anime look and sound. Even the final shot felt like something out of early Naruto. The rest of these lewd shots remind me of Prison School, which I guess makes sense since Denji's pretty much on that time. I'm also very happy to say that from this point on, I'm completely blind, or I guess I was like halfway through this episode, but yeah, I don't have any more knowledge past this point, so, you know, we'll get what we get. I got faith in Mappa and Fujimoto, so we'll see where we go from here. But that's all I got for today. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I hope you all enjoyed this review. And I hope you all have a great week. I will see you very soon. Yeah, be safe. Bye.